Man,
I feel like a woman. No, I was saying the last time I held a mic was karaoke.
Ooh.
So
Do you like karaoke? Because you found the right friend group.
Really?
Oh my God, Erin just got so excited.
Oh my gosh, no bear
One
toes.
of us. One of us. We have Marissa Myer.
Is it
Yes.
M-Y-E-R?
It is M-Y-E-R. My dad's name is Michael, so Michael Myer.
I paused for a second because I was like, wait, shit, is it Myer or Myers? Why didn't you do any research on this chick?
Luckily, it's Myer solo, or else serial killer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh, funny.
yes.
Do you like hot dogs?
Mike Myers.
I don't eat red meat or pork. Just kidding. I love a turkey dog, though.
Okay.
So funny. Oscar Mayer. Yes.
So I paused because every single time I think I've said the same thing. We're so excited to have on. And I'm like, I need a new word there instead of excited. I'm ecstatic. I'm
Thrilled.
Over the top.
Over the top.
I am, I don't know, bursting at the seams to have. I'm just kidding.
No, I like it.
I think Erin was bursting at the seams when she found out you like karaoke.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Self-proclaimed queen.
So it's cool
Yes.
because I met you actually at the beach club, and this
Yes.
was many months ago.
Yeah.
And and it was the same day that I met your brother Nate.
Yes.
And I'm like, and Sean was talking to him, and I thought he was just so freaking cool. And then all of a sudden you swim over, and I'm like, who's this fucking chick? Like, she's so awesome. Good energy. You know?
Thanks. I thought the same of you. I think we were instantly like, wait, should we be friends?
I
think we,
know,
like,
I had
actually
a very,
said that.
I feel like I had a very stepbrothers moment with you.
Funny.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was just like, did we just become best friends?
No, actually. And then we're like traded numbers and we're like, okay, we're friends now.
and then
so.
we never
Yeah.
messaged each other.
Okay, that always happens though, to be fair. But
Yeah.
thank God this town is small enough because it wasn't like on purpose. It was just
Yeah.
kind of like we continue on with our normal lives and we're like, wait, I have to,
Well, and I think that
Further
you
a
actually
friendship.
you went out of town like the next day or something like that. You were leaving to go somewhere at that
I feel
point.
like you're always
Probably.
traveling.
You do travel
I
a lot.
do travel a lot. I think just having, a huge family and just friends. Like I'm in the stage where everyone's getting married and having babies. So I just like, I'm not really going on like vacation ever. It's more just like
Because-
showing up places.
Because you're 27.
Yes.
Gonna be 28 this year.
Yes, August.
So like when I met
Wait,
you,
when's your birthday?
yeah,
August 31st.
she's
August
the 30th.
30th.
Oh, see, this is why I like you
Oh my
guys. Look
God.
at that.
That is so fun.
So cute.
Love it.
Virgos.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love
It's not
it.
the only thing you two have in common, but I'm a part of the next thing too.
Okay.
We all used to be cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Yes.
So-
Oh my gosh. That is so funny. My cheerleader journey is actually, it started as a joke though. So I'm a tennis player. I've been playing tennis since I was 8. And I went to college with a tennis scholarship. And then my second year in, going on to my third year, there was a sinkhole underneath the tennis courts at my university. And it cost $2 million to fix. So they cut the team.
Oh my gosh.
And it was devastating. All the recruits from other countries like left and went to other colleges. And I was talking to my friends about it. Like I, needed to stay on some sort of team, just because that was like my identity. And my friends were like, you should try out for cheer, like as a joke. And I was like, there's no way. I've never cheered before. And I tried out and I made it. I made sideline. I didn't do comp, because that's like next level.
Yeah.
But I did do sideline cheer, and it was so much fun for 2 years in college. So I made so many friends that way, and cheerleading is an awesome sport.
I liked cheering for wrestling because you could sit on we sat on the floor, and you would
funny.
actually
Yeah.
bang your hands on the floor for the cheers and everything, and I really enjoyed that.
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm like, I don't have to do a herky right now.
I
Great.
don't know. Our school was different. We had like, you were either you tried out for football, you tried out for basketball.
How big was your school though?
Small.
Weird,
What?
really.
At wrestling was separate cheerleaders.
We didn't
We
cheer
had
for
a
wrestling
pom,
at
we
all.
had a pom squad.
I mean,
Like,
we had a pom
like
squat too, and
dance.
I think we had flag corps as well.
Yeah, we had flag too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Was your
Yeah.
was flag corps cool for you, or was it
No,
not cool?
no, not
I
cool.
know that was where like the
If you couldn't make cheer, then you tried flag.
yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And if you were super
if-
cool, you'd go out for pom. I
So-
was not
and-
super cool.
And
my God.
wrestling was also like if you're a wrestling cheerleader, then
Yeah.
it was.
Really? We didn't even cheer for wrestling. But I remember football cheerleading is overrated because at least for us, we were behind all of the
Oh, the
football
guys,
players
yeah.
that are you can't see the game.
No.
And
Somebody
I love
else has to
football.
tell you
I
what's
am a
happening.
football girly and
Yeah.
I can't see the game when I'm cheering. But basketball is so fun. You get courtside.
Yeah.
But I remember my legs hurt so bad after because you had to do a high kick every foul shot.
Are you into sports now? Like, do you like to watch sports?
Yes, I'm a big Steelers fan and just football in general. This last year was the first year my brothers, I would say I wouldn't say recruited me. They let me be on their fantasy football team. So
They allowed it.
they allowed me to join. And actually, I was in first place for a while. And I was as shocked as everyone else, but I was like, you see, like I try and I love football, but I didn't win. So
Erin is also a big football fan, and she has her team as well. It is the Kansas City Chiefs. She's She's hardcore.
oh no.
Yep.
Why where are you from originally?
Kansas.
Kansas, really? Oh my college was in Iowa.
Oh,
So I actually love, Kansas City, Des Moines.
are you a golfer?
No, not at
Okay.
all.
Would you
That's
like
why
to
I'm
be?
I went to a party for golf.
I
but
think we
wouldn't
talked
win.
about this. I think
Oh,
we said
yeah.
that we were going to get you on the course.
I'll go drink and drive a golf cart
There
for
you
sure.
go.
I
Okay.
mean,
It's a good time.
take a swing at it.
Yeah.
Sure.
I love surfing, but am I a surfer? No, because it's so hard, but it's so addicting because when you catch one or two waves, even if you're out there for, 30, 45 minutes just trying to get a wave, it's so worth it when you finally do. And then I'm like, you know what? This isn't so bad. I love it.
Like I don't
'Cause I
even
suck.
like I can't
Where are
even
you doing that?
My favorite spot is Luquillo, like La Parade.
Okay.
There's this place called Board Riders right in front, and they have like acai bowls, and it's so cute.
How are you single?
Yeah,
So.
no, I mean, I am definitely open to dating surfers. Maybe then I would actually become one myself.
There you
so,
go. So girls trip to
Yes.
West Coast.
Definitely. Love
We're
it.
finding Marissa husband.
That would be nice. The dating apps here, I mean, I've gone on several first dates, and there's just always something. I don't know. I mean, I ran out of people. Like, I ran out of profiles. So I'm 5'10", so I'm tall. And even though it's society, it's a thing that you can't be taller. And I think you totally can. I'm not, like, discriminating or anything. But just out of personal preference, I put the height to at least taller than me.
Right.
And I already ran out of profiles.
It is hard. Both my
So-
I think we talked about this the other day. Both my sisters I have a younger sister who's 5'11", the older sister is 6'1", and they both ended up with men who are shorter than them because it
Yeah.
is difficult.
Yeah.
But for me, look, I feel you because that was actually a big thing for me because I like wearing heels. And so I needed somebody who was at least 3 inches taller than me because I didn't want to kiss down. I felt like I was like the mommy or something. It feels,
Yeah.
but that's just a personal, like my sisters don't feel that way.
Yeah,
you know?
I don't think I would. I think it's all, I mean, at the end of the day, it's all personality and chemistry and,
So you are 27 and you are so ambitious. I mean, and I think that's probably why when I met you, I honestly thought that maybe we were closer in age. I mean, I like to still believe that I'm in my early 30s, so let's just go with that. And then I find out that you're 27, and I'm like, oh my God, Erin, what were you doing at 27?
Oh, well, I think I had just bought my first house.
I was
And,
working
like-
up the ladder at a corporate
yeah.
position.
I mean, I was corporate job and all
Yeah.
that, but
But
I mean, I still felt like I was at least accomplished. Or
I mean,
doing something.
relatively accomplished, but still
Yeah.
not like,
I
like
don't think
Not-
I'm,
not like
super
you.
accomplished.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't say that. I think I've just done a lot of random things and moved around a lot. And so that kind of makes it seem like, oh my gosh, like she's done so much when really it's just like,
Yeah, but
it's
you-
like sporadic. It's
You've
not
done
even
some
like,
cool shit,
I don't know.
yeah.
and
Well,
you're
thanks.
doing some cool shit.
So
Thanks.
this all started with you work with your family's business.
So, well, that's how I grew up, in a family business. My great grandpa started an electrical company in Pittsburgh. And from there, you know, my extended family, we all grew up in a family business. So we were kind of all trained in an entrepreneurial mindset and spirit. We would always have, you know, different activities and camps where we would learn about being entrepreneurs, and we were kind of always pushed towards kind of taking that risk and doing entrepreneurial type ventures. So I think that's how I ended up where I am today, is just kind of through like that family mindset.
How many
which
siblings?
I definitely don't take for granted. What?
How many siblings?
I'm the youngest of 6.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, my first job after college, I think the first thing I would say is a random but still cool thing is I moved to Anchorage, Alaska.
Yes.
So,
This
yes.
was on my list of things to talk to you about.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have enough to say about Alaska. It's a crazy place.
But there were all kinds of men, right? Isn't it like, what's the percentage? But
Yeah.
are they like,
Don't
mean, I did date an army guy up there.
okay.
So I was taken while I was up there, and then I broke up with him right before I left. So, but you know,
don't they kind of say like Alaska's kind of like a wild frontier kind of thing?
oh my gosh, the second week I was there, there was a 7.3, I think, earthquake that hit Anchorage, and I had just gone through like earthquake training in my office, and they were like, yeah, it's pretty normal here, like just get under your desk and wait it out, and then we'll be fine. And so I was getting ready for work, and my whole building shook. I had tires stacked up in my apartment because I had just gotten this car, and the tires fell over. The fridge went across the room. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever experienced. And then the power went out. I called my boss. I was kind of freaking out. I was like, hey, like, there was really bad service too. I was like, hey, I think I'm going to be late to work. Like, I'm so sorry. I'm not used to earthquakes. Like, that really freaked me out. And she was like, Marissa, it's a state emergency. Like, stay inside. Like, that was not normal. I was like,
Wow.
oh, okay, good. There's like a tsunami warning.
Oh,
It
wow.
was a huge one. So,
Yeah.
How long were you out there for?
a year? Yeah. It was a year because
And what were you doing for work?
I was doing AmeriCorps, so I knew I wanted to enter the nonprofit realm, and that was kind of the best way to enter that job field after college. So it was kind of like my leg in. So yeah, I worked for the YWCA as an economic empowerment manager. So basically, I was just going into homeless shelters and teaching finance classes. So that was super awesome, and I met a lot of amazing people, and I really
You're doing
enjoyed that.
such a good job selling yourself. Like I'm sorry, but is she not like is she not like a total package?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
She is, for sure.
Send us a message on Instagram if you are interested in Marissa.
Oh my gosh, no. That's really what I did. I didn't make that up, but
But then that continued on from there, because even now you're working the Coral Nursery.
Coral Nursery.
Yep. So from there, I moved from Alaska to North Carolina, and I lived on a boat for a while. And I worked.
Yeah, you're going to need to expand on that.
Right.
You
Yeah.
lived
so
on
I
a
wanted
boat
to
for
get
a while.
to the Coral eventually, but I didn't want to skip the boat part.
Please don't.
So yeah, I lived on a houseboat, which was actually cheaper than renting an apartment in. It was like near Wilmington. It was this town called Southport. So financially, it was actually just kind of a funny way to get around that. So yeah, it was a studio, just like a one room. My bed could turn into a couch, and I had a little kitchen and a top deck, and it was this tiny 24.
So it was
boat.
docked. You didn't
Yes.
like drive it around or anything.
Oh,
Or
I could drive it.
Oh, you
yeah,
could?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, just like day trips.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything crazy because it
Okay.
was like a 3 pontoon, so like a tri-toon houseboat. And yeah, I made a YouTube channel called HouseBoat Girl about living on a boat.
Oh my
while
gosh.
I had
Does
another job.
this still exist?
It does.
We are
That's kind of
totally
embarrassing.
linking. I did not look for this.
100%.
I did not know this when I was doing my research, but
Oh my
now
gosh.
I'm 100% going to watch those.
I don't necessarily promote it anymore. It's like I'm proud of that time in my life. I think I really went for it. But it is a tad bit embarrassing. I don't know. You know, I'm like 23 living on a boat. Like, what am I going to be other than a little bit cringy? But it's okay.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah.
What most
I mean-
23-year-olds are moving back home with mom and dad.
I bet
Like,
you're.
you
I
know.
bet you're so cute on there.
Oh my
like.
gosh.
I
So
bet
we
you
are
are.
100% looking you up.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like how-to videos. I was like, how to cook on a boat, how I live with my husky on a boat, you know, thunderstorm on a boat, you know,
Yeah.
anything like that. Then I sold my car, and I got this cargo van that was converted on Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
You were the van girl.
And then I did van life too, yeah.
Oh my god.
So
So wait, did you do a new channel or?
I added it to HouseBoat Girl.
Okay. And then you're a van girl.
Yeah, exactly. I was still the same name, but then I was just like, hey guys, now I live in a van. So,
How long did you do both? Like each one? How long?
So I did them simultaneously. I rented out the houseboat on Airbnb when I lived in the van and traveled around.
Mhm.
So that helped pay off, you know, the boat and the dock fees while I was gone. And then I was in the boat working, or in the van working remote, and I did 3 van trips, and each trip was about, the first one was only like 2 months, and then I got up to like 4 months.
Where all did you go? Just around where you were, or did you go like cross country?
Yeah, my first one was kind of training wheels. I went from Pittsburgh, where I'm from, down to the Florida Keys and back. And then I went cross country, the southern route, and then the northern route.
Nice.
So, yeah. Okay, I only said all of that because it kind of comes full circle, finally, to the Coral. In my first van road trip, I was working remote for this boat company, actually, out of Annapolis, Maryland, which is kind of random. But anyways, I was working remote, and I went down to the Florida Keys and back. But when I was in the Florida Keys, in Key Largo, actually, I crashed the van, and
How did that happen?
it was not my fault. Just kidding.
Never is.
The person in front of me slammed on their brakes, and I slammed into the back of them, and they drove away so fast.
Oh my God.
They were sketchy in some way because their bumper was hanging off, and they drove away. And there was smoke coming out of the front, and the engine was broken or whatever. And I drove to the nearest car repair shop that was kind of like a junkyard or not junkyard, like where they have all the parts and the cars everywhere, just like a big yard.
Yeah.
And I was in Key Largo. Everywhere is like $400 a night. It's like resorts. And I'm like, I live in this van. Like, I'm not going to wait here and be in resorts for 2 weeks.
Right.
So I like slept in the junkyard. I asked these guys, I'm like, can I sleep in my van at night and then just like go work at Starbucks or something during the day? And they were like, yeah, sure, I guess. So they would like let me in the gate at night, and I would just sleep in
That's
the junkyard.
funny.
But anyways,
Is there a video on that?
Yeah, actually there is. It's like, I think it's called I Crashed My Van.
I love it.
Anyways, I met the marine biologist. Full circle, finally here.
Here we are.
Because I crashed the van and I was in the Keys for an extended period of time. So I had more time to kill. I was pretty snappy with, I see a cool city, cool. 1 day, 2 days, drive.
Yeah.
And so I was stuck there for like a month.
You
maybe
met him at
3
Starbucks?
weeks. Yes. I was like, caramel macchiato, you too? Just kidding. No, so he actually went to my alma mater. So he went to Graceland too, but he's obviously like a doctor. So he went to he got more schooling after that. But he also went to Graceland. So my brother had seen him speak at the last homecoming, and he was like, hey, while you're down there, you should visit this marine biologist in, one of the Keys down there. He has this coral organization. So I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, I have time to kill. So I ended up meeting him and his family in the Plant a Million Corals Foundation. And at the time, they were building the very first coral restoration unit. So I learned all about that. And then when I left, I kind of made a business plan around these units. And now we're bringing it here to Puerto Rico.
Yay.
So
Tell us, give us more information about the Coral Nursery, how it got started, and what your main goals are.
yeah. So Dr. Vaughn is the marine biologist out of the Florida Keys who has Plant a Million Corals Foundation. And he is the inventor of microfragmentation, which is the newest and fastest method of coral restoration. So in simple terms, it's basically when you take a coral, that we call them corals of opportunity. So we take them from the wild and fragment them into tiny pieces like the size of your fingernail. And then that stimulates a rapid healing response, like when you fall and get a cut on your leg and you scab the next day. That's what happens to coral, and it makes them grow 40 times faster than in the wild. So that's what we'll be doing. We're going to be growing corals in our tanks on land and monitoring them every single day of the year until they grow to maturity from fragments into large enough coral fragments to then outplant onto the dying reef after about 6 to 9 months in our tanks. So that's our coral restoration method.
Wow.
And then we'll also be having educational tours and workshops for the K through 12 schools and tourists and locals alike. And then also having interns from the local university. And in the meantime, we're hosting beach cleanups and doing educational programs for the local schools and getting involved with other local organizations. So
That's so impressive.
yeah, that's the Coral Nursery in a nutshell.
Where's it going to be located?
So right now, that's the big thing we're waiting on for the Coral Nursery to be shipped because it's already built in the Florida Keys. So one pending location is behind the Wyndham, where the Beach Bohio restaurant used to be. And another location is in Naguabo. So that's like by Punta Santiago.
Mhm.
So yeah, so we have some pending locations and, we're just working around permitting and different partnerships, but we're super excited to get the nurseries here. So yeah.
Love that.
That's so cool.
So
Yeah.
cool.
So
Thanks.
if anybody was interested in being a part of that, helping out, donating, however that
Sure.
looks, what's the best way to get in touch with you, stay connected?
Yeah. You can find us at coralnursery.org. Pretty easy to remember. We have all our information on there. I have a blog on there that has all of our newsletters. So I do a monthly newsletter, and that has all of our updates and, events that are coming up that you can come to that are local. We just had a beach cleanup in February, and 81 people came out, four
Yay,
different
that's
schools. There were a lot
awesome.
of kids. It was awesome. So yeah, just join our newsletter, and we're on Instagram as well at the Coral Nursery. So that would be great. Would love to see everybody come out and support.
Now we're in Puerto Rico.
Yes. So
Yeah.
now we're in Puerto Rico.
And you've been here since when?
2022 January. So it's like exactly 2 years, almost 2.5, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you love it here?
Yeah. I mean,
What do you
It's
think? What do you think
paradise.
of Palmas?
Palmas is an amazing place with amazing people.
Good answer.
No, truly. I mean, I feel so lucky to live here. I
Yeah.
think, it's just its own little place. Like, it's not necessarily, I would say, my style. Like, I don't want to come off bad saying that.
You're also single though.
Yeah,
Like this
right.
this is pretty family oriented here. And granted, you have
Exactly.
your whole family here for the most part, except for
Mhm.
2 siblings, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's kind of cool that you have so
Yeah.
much here. I
Oh,
love that.
exactly. No, that's why, I mean, I don't plan on leaving. Like, I love all the friends that I've met here too, and being on the tennis team and all the, restaurants and everything where you just kind of know everyone and you just feel at home always. So,
What's your favorite restaurant here in town?
Oh, that's honestly tough. I would say La Pescaderia.
Yeah.
But Brassa's salmon risotto has my heart. I get it for takeout all the time. And Valleja is where I go mostly because I like to like
tennis.
hit the gym after
Yeah.
and play tennis. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Cool.
How about you guys?
Favorite spots?
Favorite restaurants?
Restaurants. Goodness.
There's so many, honestly, when you think about it.
I don't really have allegiance to any one place.
We were at Augustina's last night, and it was really good.
I love them all.
Yum.
I don't know. That's a hard question for me because it all depends on my mood.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
know?
I feel that.
I find myself most at either
Trova,
obviously.
Oh.
La Pescaderia.
Mm-hmm.
Cafe de la Plaza, and of course Pura Vida. I mean, Ivan's amazing. It's just
He is.
the food at Pura Vida.
I know, I
The
should've
food
said
has
that
been
too.
amazing every single time. It's consistent, amazing.
You know you're gonna have good service.
Right.
And then something else that we have in common is our favorite after dinner spot. And what is that?
Nobertos?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I'm so happy that they are here.
Yes.
I
We
am
needed
too.
that. Yeah.
I am too. We love it so much. Yes.
Wait, no, Captain Shack. I take back everything. Captain Shack
Captain
is
Shack.
the spot.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even mention that. And I really love Captain Shack.
It's new. It's still kind of relatively new. I mean, I don't know why I didn't say that first.
I don't think
It's my
about
favorite
I don't
spot.
think about Captain Shack for dinner though. I think about
Right.
it for drinks.
Oh, fish
because
tacos are
yeah, I
amazing.
know, but I can't have the fried food right now. So I'm like,
Okay.
meh.
Yeah.
So I don't think of it. I love I love all the music. I love the atmosphere. It's
Right.
so great.
Staff is
but-
amazing.
Yeah.
I need to go for music because I've only been there like one time
I think he
for
has
music.
I think he has live music on Fridays and Sundays, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we should do that.
Yeah.
Okey-doke.
We should
Yeah.
go.
I like that
Love it.
idea.
Yeah.
Captain
Yeah.
Shack and then Nobertos because it's open. I mean, I think they're both open. pretty
In
late.
fact, that when I ran into you again, I think it was at Captain Shack.
It
And
was.
then
It was. I was with
Oh,
you.
you were with me, and I'm like,
Yeah.
didn't I say? I think I even said because it had been so long. Oh, this is not embarrassing
Yeah.
at all. But I think, and I wasn't overserved at that point or
No.
anything, but I was a little tipsy, and I was talking to Erin. I'm like, I think that's Marissa, but I don't.
And then I like attacked you. I was like,
I think, and then you,
Yeah.
yeah. And then I think that, did you even say that you were going to Norberto's or no, you didn't.
No,
No,
we
you
I
just
was
left.
on a date.
We were having yeah, how was that going?
I mean, he is so sweet, but he wasn't my person. I'm a hopeless romantic. I'm like waiting for the perfect fit. And I think that was our second date, but it didn't end up, He
So we-
wasn't the one, but he was very nice.
We all ended up at Norberto's.
Yes.
And I'm just like, oh my gosh,
yeah.
love that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We need people to submit
Oh my gosh.
single men
speaking
that
of-
they know that could
Yes.
be
This is so
potential
Yes.
dates
Yes.
for Marissa.
Hey, less work
Yeah.
for me.
She did talk to Amber.
You did?
Okay, because I'm a podcast fan. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I listened to that podcast and I was like, oh my gosh, she's in Palmas. And I ended up messaging her and I made a little client profile. Or not client, like
Yeah,
I'm on her
yeah.
database
Yeah.
where like her clients, like if one pops up where it could be a match, I'm
Whoop,
just
whoop.
like in the abyss of single girls, I
Yeah.
guess. I don't know, because it's fun. So
So you are a hopeless romantic.
Oh yes.
oh yes, girl talk segment. Just
So
kidding.
much fun. We're really excited about this.
Okay, love it.
So do you like romantic comedies?
Oh yeah.
So what is your like favorite where you're just like, oh, I want that to happen for me?
Mm.
Because we've all been there.
Oh yeah. I think I mean I grew up like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, like Lana and Grease.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Or you know what? Another Grease movie, Mamma Mia, is my
Love.
favorite.
Love.
And
Also
Dear
love-
John, so depressing. I love Amanda Seyfried. That's 2 in a row.
I couldn't watch Dear John just
So
because
sad.
it's sad.
You know what? Actually, funny you bring that up. Safe Haven. You know
Yeah.
the movie with Julianne Hough
Yeah.
or Huff. Southport, North Carolina is where that's filmed. And that is why I moved there.
Oh
I
my
literally
gosh.
watched that movie and I said, where is that filmed? I have to move there.
Were you disappointed?
No.
Or no, you loved it?
Beautiful. There wasn't a hot guy to fall in love with, though. Yeah.
Bummer.
That was, yeah.
This whole conversation, Erin's like, nope, didn't see that. Nope, didn't see that. Nope, didn't see that.
Never even heard of
What
that
do you
movie.
watch?
She doesn't.
I don't know. Apparently, I don't watch movies.
Apparently, you do
Oh,
not
I'm
watch
sending you a
movies.
list. You're gonna be
Okay.
No,
crying.
we all have.
And
We have all.
I've watched some. I've
for
watched
her.
some of them. What is
Okay,
this?
good. That's good.
oh my gosh, she's so cute.
Mommy, I need to be close.
Aw.
So, I'm trying to think of like what like romantic comedies I enjoy, or just romantic movies in general. I think I love Pride and Prejudice.
Oh man, that
You
that
love
hits
it?
hard.
I think I love. Now I happen to love all of the Pride and Prejudice. But I think I just love the story. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
Mr. Darcy.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny because, like, when I think about that, like, my favorite movies are, like, For Keeps, which nobody knows.
Don't know that
It's a
one.
No, I
Molly
don't know that
Ringwald
either.
movie from,
Oh, there you go.
like, probably, like, late 80s, early 90s. I'm not
Mhm.
really sure. And it's totally not a love story. But, like, Dirty Dancing, Beaches. I mean,
I
they're
love
not,
Beaches.
they're not love stories.
No, but still, that's such a good
well,
movie.
Dirty Dancing is.
But I feel like chick flick can be either rom-com style or just like girl empowerment. Like I'm a
Yeah.
girl's girl through and through. So it's like if it's a girl power movie, I'm down. You know?
yeah.
Like Little Women. That's a romantic comedy kind of, but no, it's all about like some girls just want to be a writer and some girls want to fall in love. So,
Yeah.
and some want both.
Yeah. Mission
Movies
accomplished.
to love.
Okay, so we were talking about questions.
Okay, yeah.
So we were at dinner last night
Yes.
at
Okay.
Augustina's,
Yum.
and
Yum.
I pretty much always have leftovers because I don't ever finish my meal. And so we're packing up the leftovers, and I'm like, well, I don't know why we're packing this up. I'm like,
Yeah.
you should carry this out. I'm saying this to Joel because you're going to be the one that eats this because I take home the leftovers and then I never eat them.
Okay.
So I'm curious, do
I
you take
eat
them home?
leftovers?
You're not a leftovers person?
It depends on what the leftover
You
is.
should see her face right now.
I am such a leftovers person.
Really?
I love leftovers.
Oh my
And maybe
gosh.
that's just from like how we were raised. Like my mom would make a nice dinner. Like we had family dinner every single night.
Okay, leftovers that you make is
No,
different
no,
than
no.
leftovers from a
that's
dinner
what I was gonna
out.
say.
That's not true. That's not true. And my mom would make a meal, and then the next day she would take all the leftovers and she turned it into like a casserole because that's what moms did back then, and at least from where I was from.
Yeah.
And but then we go to like restaurants and you have extra food, and it's kind of like bonus food. I don't know. Like I love leftovers. And
Yeah.
I've become like an expert at reheating things.
Yeah.
So they still taste good.
Right? It's like oven or microwave or
Yes.
stovetop. You never know.
So do you
So
like
you're
leftovers?
so you take them.
So I was going to agree with what you just said. I am a leftover girl with home cooked meals and restaurants. I always take the leftovers because I don't want to
but do
waste
you actually
food.
eat them?
Oh, it depends, but honestly, probably not. If it's a salad, no, it gets soggy.
no, I
but
would-
if it's
but that's
pizza,
okay.
yeah.
Pizza,
True enough.
100%.
There you
Pizza,
go.
100%.
There you
Yeah.
go. Be like if it's a salad, I don't even take that with me
Yeah,
because
no.
that's gonna
Right.
just be gross.
But you know what? Around here, say you get like a fish fillet and rice and beans. I'll maybe eat the rice and beans like cold the next day out
Yeah.
of the thing.
You're like, I'm
but
really
the fish
hungry.
fillet kind of looks a little weird.
Yeah.
So I'm
so
like,
it's great. I mean, it's great for Sean because when I have leftovers, usually I don't even end up getting to them because he'll like munch on
They're
them.
gone
like
before you.
2 hours later. He's like, ooh.
maybe
round
I will
two.
stay single. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, no, it's always been a thing. Like I take the
That's a
leftovers.
good question.
I
Erin.
take the leftovers home. They sit in the fridge for a few days until I'm like, oh my god, why this is disgusting, and I throw them away.
Do you like to
Yeah.
cook?
Oh, if I'm trying to find a husband, I can't say it on here. No.
Do you
Just
have
kidding.
something? Do you have something like everybody, even if
Okay,
they don't
yeah.
like, because I'm not a big, I don't really love to cook either, but everyone's got like their thing that they make well.
Yeah.
So what's your thing?
Stuffed peppers.
Ooh, I'm
With
coming
like
over.
ground turkey and corn and beans and onions and
Okay,
sauteed.
next
yeah.
time you make them,
That sounds-
I'm inviting
yeah, I
myself
know.
over
Yes.
because
That
I
sounds
can't make
good.
them because
Oh.
Joel doesn't like them, and I
No.
love stuffed peppers.
I love
Oh, I
stuffed
think they're so
peppers.
Yes.
good.
Yeah.
Yes, I love them.
Okay.
Erin makes this thing called cracker roll,
Oh yeah.
Okay.
and it is a breakfast casserole that's like
Oh.
crack. Because holy moly, like even if you're not hungry, you're like, fuck it. This tastes so damn good.
I'm
gonna
having more.
I'm gonna shovel more in my face.
Wow. Sounds
It's
magical.
So good.
really
It's so
good.
good.
So that's like,
Yum.
I mean, Erin cooks a lot of amazing things, but
So just so you
That's
know,
amazing.
like I
Yeah.
didn't always cook
Yeah.
though. I
Really?
didn't start cooking until I moved here
Okay, why is that?
because I wasn't getting the food I wanted here.
Okay.
So I was like, I have to learn how to make it.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
So I
Yeah.
started cooking, and now I'm making sourdough bread even.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I swear that's like a fad going around though right
No,
now.
I
Like
know.
everyone's making bread and I'm just like still trying to eat more than eggs. But that's
Yeah, no, it definitely is a fad.
Yeah.
I did it when we first got here, and then I stopped because Rustan was doing it, and we could
when
just buy
Rustin
it.
comes back, I will be.
But-
I need his challah bread.
But when
Challah.
but when Rustan left,
Mhm.
he left me some starter to babysit.
Oh, so you learned how to grow your own starter.
So I've just been babysitting his starter.
Okay.
And so you have to feed it every week. And so I feed it, and I'm like, why am I just throwing this away? I could be practicing.
Oh, that's
so
awesome.
I've been, instead of throwing away the starter, I'm now making bread. So I've done 3 loaves. I made a loaf yesterday. It's pretty good. Rustin and I are we've already talked, like we talk every week when I
Yeah.
do this. We are going to do a little workshop.
That's awesome.
He's going to help me perfect it.
He has
Oh my
perfected
gosh.
bread.
I want
Oh
to
my
come to
gosh.
this workshop.
It's funny because I say to my parents, I'm like, my bread guy just delivered. You explain yourself, Becky. I'm like, oh yeah, I got a bread guy. Yeah, he's our
That's
friend
awesome.
Rustin, who's like so awesome. And he's also my dungeon master because I'm into
Which I
that
feel like
stuff,
you should
too.
maybe explain that if you're
I
going to
think I
call
need to-
somebody a dungeon master.
I do.
Yeah, I did. You lost
He's
me.
actually a really good dungeon master. Yeah, so no,
Not everyone
I
knows
have
what
a
that
soft,
means.
I have a soft spot for like Dungeons and Dragons because I have this like
Okay.
big time nerd side, and and role playing games because I actually love it, and I think more kids should be playing this kind of stuff because it teaches people. It keeps you on your toes. It keeps you thinking, critically thinking. Well, how do I need to get out of a situation? You know, and so and it was something that Sean and I were always into it, but unfortunately, we never really had friends that were into that kind of stuff either. So when we got here, Sean, we met Rustin, and he was a dungeon master, and so he had started a campaign for Dungeons and Dragons, and Sean played it, and then I think somebody wasn't able to show up or something, so Sean's like, well, do you want to go? And I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to go. And so I ended up playing, and then we ended up just starting this little group of like, and we do like a role playing thing. Now Rustin's been
Nerd
out of town.
night.
Yes, it's total nerd night, and we do it like maybe
Love
twice
that.
a month. No, this is interesting because there is an age difference here.
A
So-
gap?
age gap, yeah. We have quite a gap.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh,
I
Like
dramatic.
20 years.
I know.
No,
Here.
20
Yeah.
years. So
Not
the-
at all. My sister is the same age as you, so that's why I'm
Um,
like, I didn't actually want to tell you
yeah,
I was
but I'm-
your
27.
older sister.
But I'm
Yeah, but
older
we're
than
best
Becky.
friends.
But
Okay.
I'm older than Becky.
True enough.
Then my other sister is probably your age, so
Hmm.
yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
this is like a 12 year because you're turning
20
28
years.
this year. Oh, and you're turning that. Oh, you're right. you
But
guys
to
are
be
20
fair, my
years.
oldest sister is 19 years older than me,
Oh, okay.
and we're BFFs.
Aw.
So
So that is cool.
that's why I don't like being in Palmas, especially. I'm just like, I don't even want to be seen as like younger.
you
Like
don't
I
think of
just
it.
want to hang.
like I said, when I met you, I wouldn't look. You
Yeah.
look young, obviously, but a lot of people look young, and
Mm-hmm.
and just how you present yourself and everything, I would have never guessed that you were in your 20s just because of that.
Agreed.
Well, thanks. Yeah, I'm just trying to hang out. Like I really don't care how old anybody is. I'm just like trying to,
But
go
you're
to
at
No
that
Barritos
perfect-
and eat
You're
calamari.
at that
Just
perfect
kidding.
age. Let's find her a man.
Okay,
Give us
yeah,
a
but
call.
then it's fun because everyone
Yeah.
who's taken, they love to set me up. I'm like
Yeah.
the fun, like,
Well,
fun.
you're in a great community because you're in this amazing community of wonderful people who are like have all these values and are successful and successful people hang out with successful people. So what better community to find somebody who would be perfect for you?
Yeah, that'd be great.
I don't mean to like beat a dead horse, but I really want to go back to the Coral Nursery stuff.
Well, we have
Love
to
it.
because we
No,
didn't
beat
actually
this horse to death.
because I love it. So
Yeah.
question number 1 is, are you a diver?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we need to go diving.
Definitely.
And Becky can come or not come because
I'll snooba. I'll watch
She'll
you from
snooba.
I'll watch you from above.
You can, so there's dive tours. Like I've gone with Sea Ventures quite a few times,
Oh, I've
and
gone with
they
them.
take snorkelers on the same boat.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of go, okay, snorkelers, hop off this side, and then divers all go, and
so we
one
could
at
all
a time.
go.
I'm okay as long as I have somebody in front of me, someone in back of me,
It
and
just
someone
might
to
not
each of
be
my
us.
sides.
Yeah.
Because
It's
we're going to
fine.
be
You'll be
underwater
okay.
seeing all the cool shit.
Yeah, I need somebody behind me.
They have a thing called Discover Scuba too, so you could try scuba and see if you like it.
Like Trish says, you have to face your fears, right?
Yes.
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 She's going to be so
Yeah.
proud when she listens to this.
So
It's
proud.
life changing. You're breathing underwater. I think you'll love it.
So I would be definitely willing. I don't want to get attacked by anything.
Oh, you won't. They're scared of you.
Okay. Yeah. I'm down.
Promise. Yeah, no, I used to be an ocean lifeguard, and we used to get the
Where was
question
that?
all the time in the Outer Banks.
Oh.
Yeah, Kerala. Oh my gosh, that was actually the best time of my life.
How is it possible you've done all these things and you're so young?
That is a good question. I mean, it was like a summer job, so
Yeah.
I
Is this
did
like
it
a
for
Baywatch
2
thing?
years.
Like, did you watch Baywatch, like the old show? Did you?
No, I
Did
didn't
you
watch the old
practice the
show.
Baywatch run
Oh
where
my
you like and
gosh.
then dive in? You know.
Oh man, I am no Pamela. I was just trying to keep up. I'll tell you a lifeguard secret. This is the least sexy thing about ocean lifeguards, at least for where I worked. You could not leave your stand. Like you are at your stand. It's like a safety protocol, right? Like it's a very serious job actually. Like the people can die in the water. But anyways, so you weren't allowed to leave your stand ever. And, we would have supervisors that would come on their quads if you were a stand guard to like relieve you. But there were no like bathrooms on a lot of the stands. And we were like a mile apart because it's like 17-mile beach.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you'd have a bathroom if you were like at one of the bigger areas, but a lot of the smaller ones, there was no bathroom. So when the supervisor would come, you would say, okay, I'm taking a coolin' break. And we'd have our walkie-talkies and we'd say like, copy coolin'. And you'd run into the water.
To pee?
Yeah. Or, I mean, you could take a shit out there. Like, I'm not even kidding. 200 meters out. You can cut this out if you want. I'm like, it's like too graphic. No. This is funny. I don't even care.
Too graphic
Say it.
for
Say
this
it.
show?
Okay, yeah, probably not. I think it's funny. I mean, I love a poop joke. Dude,
We've talked about shit on this show a lot.
Oh, good.
I mean, like,
good. Because every ocean lifeguard, if they're a real one, they've done it. You swim like 200 yards out. If you're taking a shit, you take a buoy and you just kind of float out there. Or you take a pee, obviously. Next time you see an ocean lifeguard, ask them. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. You know what they're doing when they take the buoy.
Right? Oh my
Don't
gosh.
go
Just
near
kidding.
them.
Oh my gosh. Be a
Okay.
failure.
What is the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Oh.
Part 1. Part 2 is, would you ever do it again? Whatever that is.
Oh. Oh my gosh. Man. I mean, I think mine would be the obvious, like doing van life and like going cross country alone with my husky. But to say something different, well, I don't know. That's a good question because I think the boat and van life is kind of what I made my identity for a while. Like that's what's, what fuels me, and like I live for adventure. And I think, I'm still not, to kind of go more with your second question, would I do it again? I'm still not done with that part of my life. Like I had, the tiny 24-foot houseboat that I didn't say this before, but I got in a hurricane. I was in a hurricane that almost totaled the boat, and I evacuated during the hurricane, and I had to stay in the van overnight, and it was dramatic and horrible. And then I had to tow the boat up to Pittsburgh to be fixed. But then eventually, like, my life wasn't going to stay in Pittsburgh, so I sold the boat. So, you know, I said whenever I first moved on the boat, I loved it so much that I was like, I'm never living on land again. So I think that's still a dream of mine, to kind of, you know, live on a boat and live a simple life. Like, there's boat life that's luxury, but I'm talking like pirate life. Like, I want to live on a sailboat, and, you know, circumnavigate, and all my books that I read are like sailing the world alone.
If
so
somebody had a pirate party here,
Yeah.
would you be very excited about that?
oh my God, I would actually die of happiness. I'm a pirate every year for Halloween, or a mermaid.
I don't know if you know this about me, but I enjoy throwing themed events, and
Yes.
and
Let's do it.
and it's on my list as potentials as a Pirates of the Caribbean party.
I love it. I have
Yes.
but I have 2 pirate costumes and a mermaid tail, and I have all of them down here. So I'm ready.
Yay! That's nice. Let's get to know Marissa better. What is your dream vacation destination?
Ooh. Not to be like, I'm not even trying to be different. Like, dream would be Antarctica, because it's kind of like so bucket list. Like, of course, if I were to go more basic, I haven't been to Greece yet. That looks amazing. I need to go to Greece, but
It's a shame they don't let you see more of Antarctica than a little
right.
bit.
No, you just like take a cruise and it's like 10 grand. So I'm
Yeah.
thinking when I'm
Yeah.
like 60,
You know what? Let's
70,
take a big trip,
going to
and we're
Antarctica.
gonna sneak. We're gonna sneak, and we're gonna sneak past the area that they allow you to see of Antarctica. And we're just gonna we're gonna see the whole fucking thing.
right? Like, let's just
Yeah.
be full explorers, and yeah, I don't know. So that would be actual dream, because it is very expensive and it's very far away, and it's
It's
a little
on
bit
my
crazy.
It's on my list too.
Okay,
I
right?
I want to go
Yeah.
see like the penguins.
Yes.
And
exactly.
yes.
Love the penguins.
And also,
Love it.
by the way, one of my questions was if you could live anywhere in the world for 1 year,
Not Antarctica.
where would it be, and why would you choose it?
Wow.
But
Did
they're like
that sound like Owen Wilson? Let me try it again. Wow.
That's good. Probably Ireland, because I just went. And why did you make that face?
Because I
Becky's
want to go
excited.
so bad. And I'm
Oh my
really,
gosh.
I'm really
We're going
excited.
next
We're
year.
going this summer.
oh,
Yeah, we're gonna go this summer. We're going next year too.
We're going
but
next year.
Like,
Oh my
I'm gonna
gosh.
be in Europe for 2 months. I already talked to you about
Yes.
this. Like, you're coming to visit me.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
No, I'm down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I just went for 2.5 weeks.
where all did you go?
So the first week I did kind of like I was with my mom and sister, and we did a road trip around the whole island. So it was like
Okay.
an ode.
So you went to Northern?
No.
Okay.
So
Southern-
that's like
Southern.
literally the
Cork?
only place that we
Did you go to Cork?
County
yes,
Cork.
we went
yes.
to County
And
Cork.
Galway?
So Galway was
Yeah.
our first stop. Galway, Doolin,
Killarney?
the Cliffs.
Yep.
Yes.
Killarney.
Killarney. Yep.
No, Killarney. Killarney, and then
Dingle.
Aaron's
Okay.
That's
Irish.
super cute. Really? Oh my gosh.
well,
Awesome.
I mean,
It's who she identifies with
It's
most.
who I identify with most, and I loved Ireland. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's like
I want to do a
Amazing.
pub crawl there so bad.
It's so, I mean, you don't even have to crawl, because
Yeah, it's-
everywhere you go, like, you'll be crawling to get away from a pub. Like, there's so many pubs, and it's heaven on earth.
Yeah.
I love it. Because it's not even about, like, the Guinness is amazing, but I would live there because I love to connect with people even more than, like,
and they're
the place.
so nice.
They're so nice.
They're so
They
nice.
are so nice.
And I love their accents.
Yes.
So
Yes. So hot.
much. What is a favorite meal that you never get tired of?
Ooh, without it being an actual food, like, I actually plan my meals around
Popcorn.
hot sauce.
Oh, dang it!
Around what?
Popcorn.
Oh,
Oh,
she's
popcorn.
sad.
Oh, no, no.
Don't make her sad.
But, like, that's why I think
Hot sauce.
Hot sauce.
yeah, I am, like, if you really want to get to know me, like, that's part of my personality. Like, not to be that girl, like, oh, she loves hot sauce, but I seriously make myself physically ill because I'm like ghost pepper for breakfast, girl. Like,
Wow.
it's like
Oh my
actually
God,
a
you're so-
problem in my life now.
What?
I'm I'm addicted. It's like, I actually looked it up because I was like, why do I love it so much? Like, you should see my fridge. The entire top shelf is all different hot sauces. I'm like a Hot Ones box girl. I go through the whole box like every few months.
I'm 100% coming over.
Oh my gosh.
So I love hot sauce too, but it's been a recent like.
Oh, you'll love it. I have a new Hot Ones box.
Now I'm
actually.
like, I feel like I need to try some.
Yes.
Do you put it on everything?
I mean, that's why I'm like, I love to. I'm not crazy. I'm not going to put it on like a PB&J. But, you know, like that's why I love stuffed peppers, like I said earlier. Eggs, curry, soups, tortillas, tacos,
I
chicken.
think Erin's falling in love with you.
I am 100%.
I mean, oh my gosh. There's so many different flavors and like hotness scales. But I honestly love just like a straight like habanero, ghost pepper. Just
By
like
the way, I
spicy.
love. Do you ever watch Hot Ones? Do you actually watch when he does the interviews and everything?
I'll just put it on when I'm like cleaning or something.
I feel like maybe that can be like a fun episode of ours at some point. Okay, what is one thing you could spend a ridiculous amount of money on without regret?
That's a hard one because I'm like so cheap. Like I have the shittiest clothes.
I feel like I can make a guess here.
I do too.
Travel.
That's what I was going to say.
Okay. If it doesn't have to be a physical
No,
item,
it doesn't have to be
that's
physical.
literally what I spend all my money on.
Yeah.
Like I do not. If you see an outfit, maybe if there's an event or something.
And by the
I
way,
love
she
shopping.
looks really cute right now.
Oh my
So-
gosh,
too cute.
I've had
I
this
know.
cardigan for like 6 years.
It doesn't matter. You look cute.
Okay, love that. Thank you.
Too
See,
cute.
I make it work.
Love it.
Oh gosh.
Do you
Yeah.
have any quirky habits?
Ooh.
She's single. Of course, she doesn't.
Give me
even-
an
she doesn't
example.
even
You
have
go
any.
first.
Okay,
Can I
okay,
ask you the
you-
questions back, guys?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Okay, so you go first.
You live alone. So do you
Yes.
have any quirky habits like in your daily routine or
Ooh.
whatever, or that's just like a thing that you have?
It doesn't matter if you live alone. It doesn't matter what your quirks
It
are.
I'm
absolutely
like,
matters.
I
Because they're
love
you're
because
perfect.
flossing my
we all
teeth.
know that we have quirks. I have a million of them.
Yeah.
I know you have some. Few.
What?
What? Rufus is just staring at me, and my mom.
You
doesn't
know
have any
what?
quirks.
He's like, don't talk about my mom like that.
This might be kind of funny. Now that you say living alone, like that's, you can be completely yourself. Of course you are with your partners. My music taste is probably the worst thing about me. I only listen to women vocalists. It's something since I've been a baby. I'm always like singing's for the girls, like singing. And I only
funny.
like girly music. So,
Who's your favorite artist?
I mean, I'm like not even. I just know it's such a cliche thing that's like it makes me have a bad music taste, but it's fine. I love like Ariana Grande and like
I'm waiting for something to be said
Casey
to feel the
Musgraves. Oh,
burn from
Oh,
Erin.
I like Casey Musgraves.
Yeah.
There's a certain somebody, but that's only because she's
Taylor Swift.
Uh-huh.
You hate her.
No.
See, everyone hates
Okay.
on the people that I love, and
Hate
I
is
just
a strong
I need a
word.
girl
No,
bop to
okay.
get through my day.
So it's a real problem for me.
Oh no. Oh, because of Travis Kelce.
I support this.
So
Okay.
I loved Taylor,
Yeah.
and then they started dating, and I felt like
Oh no.
she was causing him to not play well
Really?
for a while. There was in the beginning of the season.
He was nervous.
There was 100% like he was not playing well.
Oh wow.
So I felt like it was Taylor's fault.
I mean, honestly, if it was a Steelers player,
Right.
I might feel the same way.
Yeah.
So I could get behind that.
Yeah.
I feel
so, and then just like the games and like them always focusing on her being there and if she's there and like showing her in the stands and
But hear me out. It's because she's iconic.
I know.
It's not her fault.
I
Just
know.
kidding.
No, the thing is that like there's nothing you can say about her. I mean, she has I don't know how many albums. She's
Right.
like done an amazing job of representing herself.
Mhm.
Like she has I don't even know how many millions of people
Yeah.
that listen to her music. Like you really can't say
We usually this is
Anything
new. This
bad
is
about-
actually new. We
No,
usually
it's-
don't do anything very controversial on this show.
Ooh.
I feel
Yeah.
like I'm about to get more controversial because I'm
Uh-oh.
going to ask her How do you feel about Beyonce being in country?
Okay, so
Controversial.
I don't even want to say this because I don't even, controversial opinion over here.
Yeah.
I have gone through it with men being cheaters, and Jay-Z cheated on her, and she did a whole album about girl power.
Lemonade.
Like, I hate you, cheater.
Yeah.
And who is she still with? Sorry, but I don't support that. So
you're very much under the mindset of once a cheater, always a cheater.
absolutely.
Well, and
get
I'm
out
sorry,
of there,
but
girl.
Who fucking cheats on Beyonce?
Give me literally. Is that
Right,
not
like-
the perfect way to say? Is it the girl or the guy that's really the problem here?
Well, and two,
That's
I
the
mean,
proof.
it's. I mean,
Yeah, but she
Jay-Z.
stayed.
She did, and that's, you know what? I don't care if she's in country or if she's in
I don't
pop.
think I even realized she was. I heard something about.
Mhm.
I don't listen. Sorry, you know I don't.
I think she's extremely talented, the hottest girl on the planet, but also because of that, I kind of fell off because I loved Lemonade and it really kind of helped me grow. It was like the perfect timing for me for all of that. And then for her to now be, to always just get straight back with him, I was like, oh, don't support. So maybe that's super controversial.
Well,
I don't know.
The other part of it, though, is we don't, like anything else, we don't know the whole story, right?
That's so true.
We only know what the tabloids and the news tells us.
Yeah.
And how much of that is real. So
That's so true.
what really happened there, and maybe it's not the way we actually think it happened. I don't know. But
That's a great point. It's all just like chit chat for us, and it's her
Exactly.
life at the end of the day. Like even these big celebrities, like
because
I
everybody
hope
thrives in drama.
Taylor and Travis are good together, and Beyonce, you know,
Yeah.
she kept her family together. I can actually respect that. But if we're talking like Marissa listening to her music, I was butthurt over it. So that's just a me thing. But I hope she's happy.
There you go. That's what
Yeah.
matters, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, how do you like to spend your leisure time?
I'd say any free times just spent out by the water. I have to walk my dog a lot since he's a husky. So we're walking up and down the beach, and I'll go up to Lucio with my foamy surfboard, or I love to like paint.
Do you ever watch Schitt's Creek?
No. Should I?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I need a new show. I
Yeah.
only
Perfect.
Yeah.
Schitt's
Perfect.
Creek.
There you go.
And then,
Schitt's
and then
Creek.
and then she can be part of game night with us because everybody.
Oh my God, we need another person because I have
Yes.
a whole Schitt's Creek game.
But we need somebody
And
who
nobody-
has watched it.
I know you have.
so you
to
have to watch it. You have to watch it, and then
I
we
am
can
in
play
between.
games.
Do you want to know what show I'm watching
You're
right
going
now?
to be
Yes.
obsessed
This
with
is going to
it.
be my new quirky thing. I forget the girl singer thing. Farmer Wants a Wife.
Oh God.
So good. It's on Hulu.
I've never heard of this.
It's The Bachelor, but with farmers.
Okay.
Oh my God.
It's so funny. And you know what? I think I want to marry a farmer. Just kidding.
I don't think
But
that's
it's a good
horrible
show.
idea.
You want yourself a
it
good
looks
country boy.
amazing. Yeah. Why not? I mean,
the good thing about that is you would always have food.
right?
Can you grow a
Yeah.
crop? That's
Yeah.
hot.
Actually, don't DM unless you can grow at least 3 crops in a large scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
I would like to know if
Yeah.
you have any hidden talents.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh. Hidden talents. You guys first.
Ooh, she put it on us.
Shit.
Usually they don't do that to us.
Yeah. I want to know what your answers to all these questions.
So I can do a weird lip thing
Okay.
with my mouth, and
Oh.
most people
Wait, explain. Hold on.
wait. TMI, Becky. TMI.
She's not single, everybody.
That sounds so bad. Oh, that sounds so bad.
Serious.
No, so I do this like weird kind of fishy kind of thing with my lips, where I can like actually hold them in place and do this little fish movement with my lips. And now I'm gonna have to record this and post this because
Yes, you do.
You have
Bobby.
to. You have to see this.
Okay.
And this is something that most people, I guess, cannot do. So I'm gonna do it real quick.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Guys, she separated her mouth
Oh
into
my
2
gosh.
different parts.
Yeah,
This is
that's-
actually bizarre.
Yeah. definitely, you're doing that again, and we're taking a video
Yeah.
of it.
Stay
And
tuned.
That will be part of
So there you go.
Marissa's
Oh
episode.
my gosh, yes. That's got to be the cover.
This is
Forget taking a picture together. Let's just post that.
quality
I'm like,
entertainment.
I don't have to be
Fun
on
for
it.
the whole family. So there you go. There's mine, Erin.
I don't have any.
What?
Lies.
Cop out.
Come on. You have to have
You
something.
can't ask a question that you can't answer.
Oh my God.
Like,
Whoa.
I can kind of touch my tongue to my nose.
You can't even.
Oh, that's so close. Just
It is
bend,
very
bend the
close.
nose down a little bit.
That's hilarious.
That's really good.
It's pretty close.
That's really good because I can't do that.
You know, I think I just thought of mine.
I can't do it.
I do handstands when I'm drunk. Like that's my
Oh,
thing. Is
only
that I'll
drunk?
just be like, what?
But it would make it more interesting if you could not do it when
No,
you're
I
sober.
can do it. Well, it's okay against a wall.
I can only do it drunk.
And it's like I have to, well, I can do a handstand without a wall, but like to stay up and let all the blood rush my head. I love to just like see how long I can be in a handstand against a wall.
That could be
And
our cover
that's like
photo.
my party trick is like I'm
do like
always
that.
like, give me a wall,
love
I'm
that.
gonna do a handstand, and then it's just like, why did I do that? But I do it every time.
So that's like your thing. Do you have any other funny, interesting, whatever stories about you? Something fun that people don't know about you?
One thing about me is I love to like quote unquote stay on brand. Like that's why I'm like coral girl, ocean girl, lived on a boat girl. So I think that's where my life really like, what my life revolves around. I know my mom's going to listen to this, so I don't know if that's too cheesy, but I want to like give a little shout out. Cause she was single mom, raised 6 kids, and she's
That's
just
amazing.
the best. Like she's my best friend, and like
Aw,
that might be my fun fact is like girl power. I think that's why I'm a girl's girl, cause like mom over everyone.
We're sending virtual hugs to your mom right now.
Yeah, so cute.
Thank
Awesome.
you so much, Marissa, for
Yeah,
being here.
Thanks,
It's been
guys.
super
This
fun.
is awesome. So fun.
Yeah, we're so glad
First
you could join us.
podcast.
Yay.
This is so fun.
Yay.